it's not time for us to have an interesting conversation. Maybe there's a particular music you may have heard, you may have been jumping to and all that, but you don't know the individual behind it. A number of times, the people behind the scene, we do not see them in the music space. But today, we are going to have a conversation with an individual who has been playing in the industry for a very long time. He's a musician. Maybe he may not sing, but he's really versed with the things in the music sector or the music industry. His name is Kwame Yeboah. Kwame Yeboah, how are you?
I am very, very well, man. I'm just buzzing.
It's
I'm
buzzing.
good. Still mourning at the same time,
Yeah,
but
we are.
you know,
we're
all mourning. But
Yeah.
I'm happy to have life, and
Yeah.
it's a shame that we're losing, losing people like that.
Yeah.
But we give thanks, and I hope my condolences and my heart goes out to the families. I can't even imagine what's going on with them. It's
a very sad one. So, Kwame, let's start. But before we start, let me say a few things. Kwame Yeboah is a free spirit at the crossroads of high life and jazz. A musician, producer, and a multi-instrumentalist. He's known for soulful cross-cultural music rooted in Ghanaian tradition. So you may have heard this music. Ogbejeke, Ejeke, Ojeshong.
Yeah.
Let's start with that one from Nat Brew, right?
He changed his name though.
He changed his name.
Amanziba is his name.
Amanziba.
Actually, when we were recording the album, his name was Nat Brew at that time.
Nat Brew, yeah.
And he changed his name on that particular project. His
To
name,
Amanziba.
Amanziba, yeah.
Why?
I think he wanted. I mean, he's a naturalist. He's a very his heart is down for Ghana and Africa, and he's a purist, a traditionalist. So he felt like Nat Brew didn't sit with him as well as having a Amanziba, yeah.
Okay.
And if you listen to that album, there's a lot about Ghana on that album.
Yeah.
And all that. The whole project was more about Ghana and
Kwame Yeboah, tell us about yourself. You are a Ghanaian. Your name depicts it.
Yeah.
But where did you start life?
Ghana. I started life in Ghana. I think I've completed a couple of life cycles already, even though I haven't. I grew up in Ghana, Abeka La Paz, and played music.
La Paz?
Yes. That's my area, man. That's my manor. I love it. Yeah. Until about 1920. When I was about 19 and 20 years, that's when I moved to the UK and started life again over there, and that's how it's been. And it's been a great ride. I can't complain. I feel blessed. I feel happy to be Ghanaian and doing what I do, and it's great.
And all this while you've been wanting to do music. Is this something that started way back at home?
I think I was
you learned?
I was robbed of whatever life I was going to have, or this is the life I was going to have, because from the people that saw me from early days, they keep saying they saw it from when I was 4 or 5 years old or 3 years old. I would play with different things, and when I was 7, I could play some guitar, little boy's guitar playing.
So you had the instruments at home?
Yes, my dad's a musician, so every instrument was at home, and I learned to play all of them.
And you moved on to a music school?
Yes, I went to music school in Denmark between 1997 and 2000. I did the course, and and then from there I went to live in the UK. Obviously, as you can see, with that qualification, I didn't get that much work here. I had to.
What was the qualification, and why is that you are saying that you didn't get much work here? I know there are a lot of musicians you've dealt with in Ghana. Pat Thomas, Kwabena, you've dealt with Kojo Entry, even Daddy Lumba.
Yes. I actually worked with Daddy Lumba before I worked with Kojo Entry or any other people. Yeah, I worked with Daddy Lumba quite early on in my career. Like I must have been around 11 or 12, I think. Before I was 13, I did. And we stayed friends the whole time. May his soul rest in peace, actually, as well.
So being in Ghana, say from the age of 7, when you started playing the instrument and all that, before you moved out at the age of 20, how was it like? Were you getting people come on board and you work with them because you did something with KK Kabobo?
Yeah. I mean, all that time, I did a lot. I was privileged enough to be in the right scene. I did loads of recordings with, different artists. I played lots of songs. I recorded, produced Helena Rabbles, Tego Sisters. I don't know, a lot of names, a lot of different names, even from those days. Felix Owusu. I think I must have made the introduction between Felix Owusu and Daddy Lumba.
Oh.
I think I was the person that made that connection before Felix Owusu's first album came out, because Felix is a good friend of mine as well. He's like a brother. He comes from the same place I come from, same area. We're both from the Western region, and yeah.
How did these people get to know of Kwame Yeboah, that let's bring him on board, Daddy Lumba, and let's get Helena Rabbles working with you, KK Kabobo? Is this something significant that you did that really brought these people close to you, that
It's
they said, I
different.
wanted
I
to
mean,
work with you?
with Daddy Lumba's one, it was two things. I knew Papa Shi. You know who Papa Shi is?
Papa Shi.
He's an evangelist, Papa Shi now.
Yeah.
I knew him because he used to play with Ampofoje. He was in Ampofoje's band, you know, AAA. You know the song, If You Do Good, you do for yourself. That's Ampofoje's song.
If you do bad, you do for yourself.
And Papa Shi used to be in Ampofoje's band. I knew him from that time. And around, I think it was just early 90s, we were playing at the church, myself and two other friends of mine. And that church happened to be opposite Lumba's house.
Ooh.
So after rehearsal one day, we came out of church and I saw Nana Yao, and he's like, "Oh, Kwame, something is happening. Lumba has a show tonight at the Branches Sport, but the band is not together. Yada yada yada. It's a good thing I've met you. Let's go and let's say hi to Brian, then we can see what we can do tonight, because it's a good thing I met you." Like, okay, it's a bit impromptu. Like, yeah. So that same day, we went around and got a few guys to practice together. I was the youngest guy around the time, and then we did a show. That's how it started, and that's it. KK Kabobo, I know him because of my dad. My dad's a musician, so he had lots of people coming in. Helena Rabbles, I knew her through what's her name? I know her through Tego Sisters, because I was working with Megastar Band and Tego Sisters, and they were friends, and that's how we got to know each other. And then, sure, I knew other people from different parts. You know, that the whole thing is a bit of a puzzle that comes from different places and all joins together.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you've been doing this for about how many years?
My whole life.
Your whole life.
That's how I see it.
So how was it like when you moved to the UK? Did you do something else in other countries outside the UK? But how was it like working in the UK? And which people did you work with there?
In the UK, I was privileged. Actually, I moved to the UK because I first got the opportunity to travel there with Megastar Band and Tego Sisters. We went to record, you know the song Ankama Titi?
Ankama Sekra.
Yeah, I produced that too.
Oh,
and,
nice.
And at that time, Ghana didn't have great studios to record in, so most of the recording was being done from abroad. And they insisted, or the management insisted, that they take me along. So they took me along, and I met the guys. And from the guys I met in the studio, they were like, "You need to live here." I'm like, I'm a champion in Ghana, I'm not gonna come and live here. And then at one point I was like, maybe I should think about that UK thing. So I had a few links before I even moved in, and I went there. I wanted to learn, and I'm always learning, still learning.
Wow. My sister, when she was in secondary school, if she wants to move out from the house and she wants to feel free in school, she plays this music or sings it. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away.
Yeah.
You produced it.
I didn't produce it.
But what did you do in that music?
I met Craig after the first album. So I know a lot of people think I produced. I didn't produce that album.
Okay.
But I've worked with Craig since 2001. So that's what, 24 years, 20 something years now.
24 years.
23 years, 24 years. We're 2025, right?
Okay.
So 2001. Yeah. Fast forward a few years.
And aside Craig, which other individual were you working with?
I have worked with a lot of different artists. I worked with Tom Jones, with Daniel Bedingfield, Miss Dynamite. I've gone blank right now, but Courtney Pine.
And a number of them.
A number of them, yeah. Cat Stevens, yeah. Different artists, both America, UK, and everywhere.
How has it been like working as a producer, as an instrumentalist? We know your work, the people you've worked with know your work and all that. Is it, does it pay?
It pays. Well, it used to pay.
Used to?
Yes, it used to pay. And I love my job. I love what I do.
Okay.
It used to pay. There used to be a lot more money in music because money didn't come from streams or anything. It was sales. So if you sold one CD or one vinyl, you got £12 or £10 or whatever for it, and maybe a percentage went to the company, but the rest came to you. Whereas now, you can't get that for a stream, can you? A stream is like 0 point something something. Yeah. Yeah, when I joined, there was money in it, and those days, when you toured, they gave you tour support. I mean, not Ghana, but in Europe. Whereas now, the money comes from the streaming or from whatever you get anywhere else. Before, it used to be you make the music, you tour to promote the music.
Okay.
Now you tour to make money.
Yes.
So back in the day, you go on tour and they'll, put money for you to promote.
Yeah.
So you go on tour and come back with loads of money. Now you have to make the music, and then when you tour, you get the money, to pay people.
But how is it like with royalties? We know of PPL UK.
Yes, PPL UK. Yeah,
yeah.
PPL is just for performance, though.
Okay.
It's not for, and some part of recordings. And royalties is good. And even that, the money's come down because there used to be a lot more publishing houses that will take you and give you advance and stuff before you get into it. But now it's not the same because we don't have radio play as big as, and you don't get streams don't make that much money.
Wow.
So royalties still, even though you make money out of it, but it's still not. Yeah, you need.
But even with the royalties, looking at that, comparing the Western country to Ghana.
Yeah.
How is like, because the artist has really put out the music there. We know you're supposed to pay a number of people as the music keeps playing.
I haven't received any royalties from Ghana yet.
Really?
But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you think a lot more must be done when it comes to these?
When it comes to these things, yeah, a lot more must be done, and I hope it can be done because whenever these things come in, they don't call or they don't get the right people to help put a system in that can, make it work. And that's the biggest issue we have here. Wow. I think it's similar to lots of countries. It's like who you know. So people will call the people to know around instead of saying, actually, let's get that guy. Yeah. He must be knowledgeable. Let's get this guy to come in and all that stuff. Yeah. But yeah.
Maybe you wouldn't get time to mention all the people you've worked with, but we know you've worked with Manifest.
Yes, I have. Yes.
You've worked with Becca.
Yes, I have.
Ifya.
Yes, I have.
And a number of them.
Let's
check out Nat Brew's own. That is Amanziba.
Yes.
Wogbe Jeke. Ejeke Jeke. What they're shown. Enjoy.
So Timbuktu, Ghana, Mali, Zumanguru, you know what you're
So you've enjoyed that there, Jeke, what they're shown, Amanziba.
And I played all the instruments on it, actually.
Really?
Every instrument on there is from me. I didn't sing, but apart from the vocals, everything.
You do not look old.
I'm not
But you've
old.
done a lot of things that in the industry, people will say that an old man should have done.
I started young, that's why.
Started young.
Yeah, and I think I'm still young, right?
You want to talk about Esiama?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Esiama. I met this young guy online, actually. A friend also introduced him to me. A good friend called Yakutu mentioned this guy that had an incredible voice. And she was like, Kwame, I think you're the best person to speak to this guy. And I'm like, yeah. I got his Instagram. I messaged him. I'm like, check me out. He goes, it's cool. Da, 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 da. Okay, so we didn't talk for like a year, and then the next year, he messaged me back saying, yeah, I'm ready. I want to meet. We met. I was like, great. I haven't seen, or heard this voice in a long time, so we'll do some work together.
Oh, beautiful.
Fast forward 3 years later, of course, we're not going to do it right then and it's all finished. I had to take my time and make sure he's prepped, he's ready, he's got everything together. And everything got ready a few months ago. And I released his first single called Akuma, which we're going to perform. We were going to perform the new single, which is coming out on Saturday, but I think we should perform Akuma today, just so people can look forward to the next single. And I am here because I want the world to hear Esiama's voice. I want the world to be able to experience Esiama's voice because it's a breath of fresh air. And I don't think we've had that kind of talent out of here in a long time. You know, in Ghana we have the genres of music is blurred. We're not sure what genre this is because everything's got high life or something with high life in it because whatever. But it's more about the vocal power and what he can do, and I think it's about time we had that some of that in the industry as well.
So you know, we will give you the chance and Esiama to perform, but I am Philip Nilate. I did a show with Chris Carter earlier. Nana Tufo Boatin was here to start the show. We will let Esiama and also Kwame Yeboah perform so that you take us to the end of the show. So let's bring you the Wagbejeke Ejeke Wajeshan again. Then they will take us to the end of the show. Enjoy.
Kaja Israel, Kaba Egypt, Kaja Ethiopia, Kaja Sudan, Waja Shong. Kaja Yi Kuchima, you know, Wani me kona me Waja Shong. So Timbuktu, Ghana Mali, Sumanguru, you know, Waja Shong. Waja Jake, Waja Shong. Machetaki, no Sumanguru, you know, Waja Jake, Waja Shong. What's that to do, you know? Bamnasa, you know, Yasantua, you know, Waja Shong. Kaja Israel, Kaba Egypt, Kaja.
And let's just do it.
I drink past some drink, I drink so to me they water one morning. It be so simple to forget who you are, desire to change your sanity. It be so simple to lose your way. Nyame, myself, so me move, so me move. Mempai boni, mempai bonyo. Temi sufre ma mempai bonyo eni. Oh, mempai boni. Masha won so fa wo home shama kume mu ma bo me nantil eni me ko na me nyansa ni ma wote into me oh Jimmy free makumani my dream makumani my dream akumakumai oh Jimmy free makumani my dream makumani my dream akumakumai oh Jimmy free makumani my dream makumani my dream akumakumai Jimmy free makumani my dream makumani my dream akumakumai
Nice. Nice. Good. Thank you.